Hi guys, top of the morning to you and all that. It's John with you, the Mad Irishman. We're doing an unboxing today. We're unboxing Zvezda's Russian main battle tank T-90. So let's have a look and see what's in the box. Uh, just a quick look at the box art. It gives us colour callouts for Humbrol and Zvezda. It gives us a look at the decal sheet. It's 1/35 scale with 451 parts. It's 27.2 centimeters long, the full assembled kit, and it's kit number 3573 from Zvezda. Zvezda's new packaging I do like very much indeed. The fact that they give it in a nice, strong, sturdy box, which is easy accessible and quite handy to get at the bits and pieces. As you see, I have the parts taken out of their plastic for you, so you won't be wasting time watching me open plastic bags. No, we'll just change the angle of that slightly and we'll look down and we'll see what we've got here. We've got our instruction sheet. We'll start off with that. It's booklet form, which is quite nice, handy to see. 35 steps in total, and on the back it gives us our colour callouts and decal markings, decal markings, transfers and stickers, all that rubbish. So starter gives you a little spiel on the kit, basically, on the T-90 itself. We've got a sprue maps here on the first 2 pages showing us what we get. Make sure they're all there, things like that, handy to see. Start off with the making of the turret, putting on all the little extra armour bits and pieces, the turret hatch covers, all those kind of bits and pieces that go onto it. Our external armour, the external boxes, all the electronic equipment that goes on the outside of it, the big shooty thing that goes onto the front of it, little shooty thing for the top, and that's our turret made. Then we're onto the hull. We're putting in some mesh grills, side skirts, some of the fuel tanks, the flat fuel tanks, building up our tub, putting on the suspension arms and things like that, putting on our wheels, putting the tracks together. They're Lincoln length tracks. They look to be quite nice actually. So there seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces for each, which is nice. These pieces are already pre-curved for you, which is handy. You don't have to go putting little ones together, which sometimes can be quite bloody annoying. Right, we've got making our tow rope. It gives you a bit of string for that if you want to use the bit of string. Either that or go off and get yourself some wire and make up your own, spin it off. There's plenty of tutorials on how to make tow ropes from loads of different people. We've got our unditching log. We've got basically the hull made, really. Let me stick on the big fuel drums at the back, put the turret on, and there she is, step 35. Our tank is nicely made. And like I said, we've got our colour callouts. We've got plain colour and we've got camouflaged, and we've got places for all our little decals and bits and pieces like that. So that's the instruction sheet. Quite easy to follow, nicely laid out. We'll see if there's any mistakes in it as we go on. We won't find out till then, says you. Right, we'll have a look at the parts. We'll put them down there like that, and we'll kind of zoom down into them and see how they turn up. As you can see, they're very nicely moulded indeed. They're nice and crisp. Right, there we go. Get that back into zoom again. I mean, we won't look at every part. We'll just kind of take a random look at the parts and see, condition of them. We got flash, we got ejector pin marks in obvious spots, things like that, and how the general moulding is. Are they nice and deep and will they carry a wash, and can we sort of make them look that nice little bit better and things. We've got another sprue then with our wheels and things on it, and suspension parts. We've got our drive sprockets and stuff like that. As you can see here, one came loose, it's in the box, it is there. And there's that bit of pre-curved track I was saying, and the track is quite nicely moulded inside and out. It gives you the nice, you can see that they're more individual pieces than some of the ones that don't give you any detail on the inside. There's the second one of those, they're identical, two identical sprues. Now we've got some of the bigger sprues, well they're all big sprues should I say, but we've got some of our bigger parts. We've got the engine and the whole deck, shall we say, nicely moulded, because we're going to be adding loads of bits and pieces onto that, so these, you can't really tell much from that, but there is some nice sort of pre-wired in detail on them. There's one of our covers for here, I presume, nicely moulded little bits and pieces on that. They're nice and deep, so they'll carry a wash and all that. And then we've got what appear to be our side skirts, and they seem quite nice as well. I mean, you can't really tell much from this, and an unboxing really is, what have you got in the box? Does it come with any extra bits and pieces? What are the extra bits and pieces? And overall, what condition of the mould, things like that. And that's really all we can tell from that. So, as you can see, they are quite nicely moulded pieces, even right down to say little grill pieces like that. There's no flash in between the grills, which would be a bloody nightmare to clean off if there was. There's our external fuel tanks. They're barrels, what you expect. But all these nice little thin parts, they're nice and thin. It's going to be a nightmare to remove and clean up, but hopefully not. I'm just saying that they're going to be a nightmare. If I sort of expect the worst and good things happen, then yippee. Isn't that it? So, the parts are quite nice, quite nicely moulded indeed. And finally we got our last sprue, with our turret part, a few turret parts and a few more body parts. There's the main, centerpiece of the turret, and that is lovely mouldings on that. We've got our side skirts piece. That's the big front shooty thing, and the sides of our tub. So that's basically it for the big sprues. What leaves us left then are the decals themselves, which they're white. It's very hard to see, but we'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Quite nice. We get two pieces of mesh for our grills. No expensive PE here, but believe it or not, those bits of mesh actually paint up quite nice, and you wouldn't know at the end of the day whether they were PE grills or mesh grills, or say nylon. We've got our bit of string, which is used for making the tow cable. I won't be using that. I'll be using, like I said, a bit of wire. You can buy already pre-wound and all. If you buy go into your your DIY shop and get picture hanging wire. You can get different grades and things, and the odd one or two of them are pre-wound for you, and they're the right thickness and all. So there's our clear parts, with their parts, and they are clear. So that's about it for the unboxing of the Zvezda T-90. I leave it at that, lads. Make up your own minds so far. I won't give an opinion on the kit as such. I give you an opinion on the parts. I think the parts are nicely moulded. I'll give you a build opinion while I'm building. I'll be doing, stay tuned to the channel for updates. I will be doing regular updates on this, and we'll give an overall opinion at the end when I'm doing the final review, and whether I'd recommend it or not, shall we say. So I won't give any opinions now, because I'm not going to tell someone to go off and buy this kit. This kit is absolutely brilliant. I haven't made it yet, so I can't really say that, can I? So we'll leave it at that, lads. Catch you up on the next one. Don't forget, go out and buy a kit for yourself. Build it, enjoy it. You know, it's a hobby. That's what hobbies are for. Hobbies are there to be enjoyed. It's not a chore. If it starts to become a chore, then then the enjoyment is out of it. When the enjoyment is out of it, then the old brain juices don't flow, and you don't get ideas on what you can do with it and things like that. Because anybody can follow a bit of instructions, you know, and build it. It's down to what little bits you add yourself and what bits of you put into it, and how you weather it and paint it up and stuff. So I'll leave it at that, lads. Stay tuned, like I said, to the channel for further updates and the final reveal eventually. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's the one with the little thumbs up. It just gives me an indication as to whether I'm doing the right thing or not, to be honest with you. And let me know if you like it or not in the comment section. Okay, so like I said, lads, I'll leave it at that. Out and buy a kit, build it, enjoy it, and enjoy yourself. John, signing off.